Hi there. Welcome back, fellow rebels, to my pirate radio station. In the depths of space where nobody can stop the people from talking. Today I'm going to play some nanotracing communications that were leaked to me. These are confidential inspection reports that the pigs at NT don't want you to hear. The memos appear to be from various inspection reports regarding the state of one of their space stations. The memos describe shocking work and safety conditions, as well as a general disregard for human life. A more clear case of the reason for the dismantling of NT as a corporate entity I have not seen. The memo is read in its entirety so you can see for yourself the mayhem and carnage that is visited upon unfortunates that happen to work in these space stations. This ship is an absolute train wreck. The departments are atrocious at their jobs, the security is laughable, and the station is being ripped to shreds. Security is unable to stop anybody from committing crime. Medbay is, at this point, glorified organ harvesters. Janitorial is actually on the job. Nice work! Botany made drugs, then exploded. Science makes drugs and bombs. Command is laughable. The clown is a terrorist. Engineering blew up the engine. The staffies get high and perish. The AI is adequate. The amount of disdain I have developed for this station is immense, and I suggest that if the captain live, they be court-martialed and shot. I regret that I have a child who will one day have to live with people like this. Inspector Average Idiot's report. Hell, once again. Recap to last time. Okay, they sent me back to this station again. I had to go to therapy for 4 months after going to this place. What is Central Command trying to do? Kill me? This effing place gets nuked on a daily basis, and revolutions pop up every day here. This place is such BS. I don't even know how I survived the last time. Took the bad on my way to leaving arrivals. You never know when you'll need a weapon on this place. Also, I'd like to mention that they leave out weapons like that for anyone to grab. I'd call it a safety violation, but I'm sure it saved a few people. And while I'm walking through the hallways of this place, I slip on some blood and a banana. I look around to find 2 effing skulls, not even 5 minutes in, and 2 skulls sit on the floor of this newly refurbished station. What the F? And what did they do to the skulls? Attached some legs and made them jump repeatedly. They call them skull bots. They serve no purpose. What the F? No proper burial of remains, and then someone broke the effing skull bots, bashing in the skull, leaving it irrecoverable. I feel bad for the families of these guys. How did they even die? And now I enter Medbay to see rotting organs sitting around. The F? That appendix must have been there for a while. At least dispose of it? Then, next to genetics, there's an artificial dome full of monkeys. The door isn't reinforced at all. If the apes really wanted to, they could just beat the snot out of that door. It wouldn't get destroyed really easily. In fact, most of the effing door is glass, not reinforced glass either. It's only 10 minutes in, and I already have an effing page of BS about this place. Seems like animal abuse is common throughout here. Hyzen bee gone unfed by the RD, animals trapped in glass boxes for entertainment. Also, the chief engineer keeps a rock for a pet? I don't blame them if they've gone insane. This place does that. Oh my god, and now there's an unauthorized music playing over my radio. The audio seems to depict the HOS and Syndicate commander having a kissing contest? The F? Don't tell me I'm getting nuked here. I have a family, you know. Last time, I said it would be the last you'd see from me. Therapy fixed that, but therapy doesn't fix getting nuked. And what are these portable flashers guarding security? Is that just a flash taped to a proximity sensor? What dummy builds this? Now, why does the bar have a brain of a mouse on the table? Why the F is there a brain of a mouse, a space mouse, on the same table I eat and drink? It's bad enough on the floor. That breaks so many effing violations that removing all access requirements from every door in security would break less violations. Oh my god, I am going to get nuked. So it turns out there's space terrorists targeting our station to nuke it. This actually might be the last you hear from me. If it means CENTCOM will send a ship to pick up my dead body and clone it, I'll disarm the EV out of the nuke and pray it doesn't permanently end my life. They already killed our captain. Usually we have more defenses against stuff like this, but I don't think the station even has enough budget for the head of security. I don't think there's any hope. Goodbye. Well, turns out the syndicates aren't too good at their job. Surely that means I'll live, right? For now, I've gotten myself a space pod and armed it with some weapons. I hope that's enough to prevent them from killing me. Okay, on to this round. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. They mistaked me in the records for some scientist. Now I've landed in some ice planet for research. I was supposed to be going on a vacation today, not supposed to be researching some planet. I take a walk around this icy hell to recollect my thoughts. It seems to have life similar to Earth too. Grasses and bushes, rocks like you'd see on Earth, yet it's covered in snow and ice. Trees void of leaves, dirt, gravel, ores, and basically everything you would expect on Earth, except it's just freezing cold. I mean really cold. Freezing cold. And there's a constant light snowfall here. How did this life get here anyways? Seems to make no sense. There's trees growing in temperatures never found on Earth. The atmosphere here is exactly the same as Earth, making it completely breathable. Seriously. What's the difference here except the temperature? And after a second look of the ores and large stone deposits, they seem to be remains of asteroids, but they're everywhere. Like, asteroids hit this place all the time. 2 pages, double the pain. At this point, I've decided I'm definitely done with my stroll outside this place, so I enter from escape, just to be met with some walls and a door blocking me from entering the larger part of the station. The door, labeled Chinese Immigration. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but before I look deeper into it, Beepsky opens the door for me. I walk into the bar just to see that the bar is covered in plasma glass floors and serving sulfuric acid ice cream. Not to mention the miasma food, dead monkey body, and tons of random liquids all over the floor. Botany is growing weed, bleeding oranges, bananas, and Ipecacuanha plants. The only thing that I would actually eat out of that is the bananas. Science definitely not being any better with not keeping their chemicals on the ground compared to the bar. While also having a pile of rainbow glowing weed. It's changing colors somehow and not slowly. I don't even know if that's real weed, but it sure looks like it. Medbay, of course, leaving all their medical tools on the floor. Pills, scalpels, med kits, patches, organs, you name it. It's also constantly a mess, leaving their tools messy. I was going to write something about genetics, but they effing exploded. And it was no small explosion either. Huge damage to the rest of Medbay included. Thankfully, due to the surface being filled with air, the station is not being depressurized. In the middle of items next to the cloner, I find some sort of magical ring. The Ring of Clairvoyance. I presume with the cloner gone, the owner isn't being revived. I decided I could make use out of this interesting item. I'm just sitting in a hallway to see someone wearing a hat, obviously implying that they are a part of a terrorist organization. Wait, that's the same organization from last time. I hope it's some sort of joke. Wait, are those people salvaging parts of our station? Is this station even running right now? Are they taking it apart and I miss the shuttle to leave before that happens? Other people are here. Maybe the salvagers are early? This place is so much of an effing mess that I never seen one person without blood on their shoes. Seriously, do we even have a janitor? Last time I was at Botany, I just ignored the odd wiggling pink things in the plant trays. But they are actually growing. Those were plants? The F? Why is Botany growing this? I thought this station was messy, but is that 20 beakers worth of blood on the floor? A human doesn't even have that much blood. How did that happen? I'm at the escape shuttle now, finally, and I might even get to still have a vacation. But I don't think Central Command even likes me. I think they did this on purpose at this point. And why the F is snow falling into the shuttle? Wait, this thing has no roof? We're flying through space while being exposed to space? How the F do I survive these shuttles? Formal inspection report X260. I've just shown up and things don't look good already. The QM's cargo bay has no power, and I see a security officer getting shot and dragged away. The man that dragged him away then said he was a Ling and ran off in a space pod. I somehow doubt the veracity of Vibhav Glover's assertions. I cannot pursue the pod, so I must continue my work. QM has articles and items on the floor befitting a flea market, not a state-of-the-art space station. I mean, there's an effing body bag just laying around here. I don't know. Maybe just in case something happens? Main hallway. It's slowly getting turned into grass, just to give it a more homey feel, I guess. There's also a bunch of non-standard bees drawn in crayon. This is definitely not approved decoration. I just heard over the radio a lawyer advertising his services to sue a changeling. How does that even work? Bar. Oh good, there's a teleporter ominously labeled Fun Zone set up here. I'm sure that doesn't lead anywhere good. Some yahoo is playing a sax here, and is joined by another one playing a banjo. Maybe they'll start a band and get off this doomed station. Oh, and perhaps I should have started with this, but the barkeep is mopping up blood on the floor of their bar. Like, it's just as if something was bleeding there, and now he's cleaning it up on his own. Kitchen. The kitchen has blood all over the floor. A completely unfit environment for preparing any kind of food. Oh, and I just noticed an effing mouse in the kitchen. Minus 200 points. Now I see the janitor furiously mopping up the spill. No amount of sanitation will ever be enough for what I saw. Pool. The rancher's standard issue sheep is just here for some reason. The clown just tried to kill me with electric gloves. Holy heck, I have to find medbay to treat my wounds. Found a doctor to treat my wounds, and they say that's just normal around here. I need to find some insulated gloves to survive the clown's attack. I also just reported the incident to security, and another passerby said the same thing. Clowns are just allowed to shock people with electric gloves. I nearly got put into crit. Medbay. Medbay is in a sorry state. Open bodies just laying around cloning bay. To their credit, they have 2 in body bags at least. People are just glowing from radiation. I'm sure that's not good. Tools are just scattered on the floor. Someone is beating a monkey with a fire extinguisher in the operating theater. What are we even doing out here? Robotics has been lightly damaged. Some broken floor tiles and walls. Why doesn't engineering fix this? West hallway. Bottles line the hall for, well, some reason. Research. An unauthorized portal to, well, somewhere sits open ominously, and there's blood on the floor, because of course there is. Artifact research is littered with dry, bloody footprints. What happened here? Artifacts lay scattered and unanalyzed. Chemistry. Holy hell, chalk it up on the board, boys. Chemistry is virtually pristine. A beaker box does sit on the floor, but other than that, it looks like new. This almost makes up for all the other infractions. Almost. Oh good, a magnetic storm is here. Please help us all. 44 minutes. A flock life form has appeared in the chapel, no doubt to assimilate our deeply disturbed religious views. The AI is helpfully advising personnel on how to fight the infestation. 46 minutes. An illegal skeleton just tried to take my shoes. 48 minutes. A fire just erupted in the kitchen, and the barkeep just tried to tell me that the lights were not done properly, whatever that means. Also, the skeleton just tried to take my shoes again. 51 minutes. I wander onto the bridge, where the door has been jammed open. I run into Jim Flim, the lawyer. He's looking for his client, but discovers they had died, and is now upset because they stiffed him his legal fee. He's not at all upset about the death of his client. I wouldn't want such a shady individual representing me. 55 minutes. I talked with the skeleton that was trying to steal my shoes. He chased me and tried to take my shoes again. I also passed by someone dragging a strange object labeled, "Not a Syndicate spy probe." That doesn't seem fishy at all. 56 minutes. I'm just hiding out in security from that blasted skeleton. I saw someone slip on a banana peel that was just laying in the halls. 58 minutes. Oh good, the shuttle is here and I can get out. There was a large pile of blood leading up to here, and there is a non-regulation butt crab on the shuttle too. I just want to get out of here in one piece and go on vacation. Every effing time they send me here, it's always a circus. What happens to these reports? Why isn't this place shut down yet? Perhaps we'll never have the answers. So there you have it. Thank you to my source that leaked these to me, but I have no food out here. I basically live in an abandoned cargo hold. It's starting to get cold, and my tummy is starting to rumble. Well, goodbye until next time.